Hopefully, this is my last video for well, I don't know. I don't know what's my last video for today, but I was just looking at some of them other videos that I made earlier, and I know that I'm sniffling, I sound like I'm doing drugs or whatever. But let me tell you something. I made video after video how they have tried to make God inaccessible to us. Like we don't have, God doesn't know human nature. God sent Jesus here to witness what us humans were going through. When he put Jesus down here on this planet, he had Jesus to know what we're going through. He didn't put anything on this planet that he did not make. I'm sorry, but God has control of this whole universe. And, drugs, thoughts, I made video after video of how they tried to make us act like we had to be perfect individuals to be in God's grace. And it's not true. As a targeted individual, we all know that they tell us all the time when they're talking with that voice of skull technology that we're not good enough. We can never go to heaven. We are sinners. But everybody was a sinner except Jesus, as far as I know. God is the only one who's perfect, who loves everyone, does not commit a sin. I want to explain this because, number one, like I said, when I looked at the videos that I've made, that I posted in the last couple of hours, I do sound like I'm sniffling, like I'm doing drugs. But let me tell you something. I have nothing to hide. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of anything I've ever done. Because number one, when you do something wrong, we are not perfect. We're not perfect. And we've all been sinners. And when we do something wrong, it does not automatically take us out of God's hand. He gave us alcohol, and I've said that in the past in some of my videos. When his mother told him to make wine for that wedding feast, he did not make grape juice. He made wine. He did drugs, but everything is in moderation. I don't do drugs now. I'm sorry, but they're still messing with me with that MK Ultra. But if I've said in the past, I have nothing to hide. There should always be transparency. Where when you go to God, you should not be ashamed of anything you do. He knew these things, these evil entities, whatever they are, Anunnaki, demons, AI, whatever, would have these devices that would play in our heads. So he don't condemn us for our thoughts or any actions we do, because he knows what's in our hearts. He knows what's in our hearts. And years ago, people wanted me to work for a political position as an alderman or something in my neighborhood, and I could not take the position unless I came out and told people that I had did drugs in the past, that I had been a previous crack addict. But you know what happened? I have always asked God in the past to take me away from things that weren't good for me, that weren't that could not let me be the best person I could be. And if God can forgive us for things we've done in the past, and he could forgive us for transgressions, I don't think no one else has the right to judge us. 22 years ago, I asked God to take me off that cocaine, off that crack. And he did. And these things still tell lies of me. And even things I'm dealing with say, well, she's on drugs. I haven't done drugs in 22 years almost. I like my beer every now and then. And when God says you can't do that, I don't even drink a beer. Because He'll give us everything we need, and He'll tell us what He wants from us. So, if He doesn't condemn us, I don't worry about what other people say about me, because I am not other people's opinion. Only people, only person, only entity, only power I worry about is God. I don't care what others say about me. I don't care what lies they tell on me. I don't care what plans they talk against me, because as long as I'm doing the right thing, as long as I'm in God's hands, it doesn't bother me. And there's no shame in my game. Let me tell you that. There's no shame in my game. Because if God can forgive me for anything I do, why would I let a man be able to judge me? And sometimes they make it seem like I'm drunk or high, or like I said, sniffling from drugs. I don't do drugs. I haven't did drugs in 22 years. So I don't care what people might think, because I know God knows my heart. I know He knows every hair on my head. And I love Him. He loves me. He would not have me going through this, I guess, adventure that I'm going through without Him knowing that I would not be able to handle it. This is not the strong or the swift that survive the race. It's who God chooses to survive the race. So, I am tired. I've had 2 beers. I don't do drugs. But even if everybody in the world thought I was doing something, it wouldn't matter. Because I know my Savior, my provider, my Father knows exactly who I am. He knows exactly what I'm capable of. He knows my heart. And I love Him with everything within me. Because there's no way. I should have been dead a million times ago. There's no way I could have survived this without Him having me in His hands. And He says, no matter what, if He has you, no one can take you out of His hands. Happy Father's Day, my God. And when Thanksgiving came, I wanted to make a new tradition. Number 1, Thanksgiving. I have a lot of things to thank God for. If I could roll out a list, it would go all the way across the street. It would be a stroll that go all the way across the street for the things He provided for me and He's done for me all year to this new Thanksgiving. But I always want to make a new tradition for Thanksgiving. Anyone who's ever helped me, anyone who's ever looked out for me, I want to make a special list and say thank you to. Thanksgiving should be a time of thanking everyone who's ever done anything for you, who's ever looked out for you, who's ever helped you. And anyone who watched my videos, I want to say thank you. Because you have lifted me up in so many ways that you could not possibly imagine. You have prayed for me. You have given me, for the comments that I do see, you have given me inspiration. I love you. God bless you. Bye-bye.